Hello everyone, my name's Eric and welcome back to a brand new video here on the BioShockHub. So, when in doubt, Game Rant's here to help me out. We have another Game Rant article. As always, if you'd like to check it out for yourself, it'll be down in the description below. And I will ask you guys for one favor here. Normally I don't do stuff like this. I don't ask you guys to share videos very often, and when I do, I feel that they're rather important. But if there's any way that we can get in contact with Game Rant, I want to help with their BioShock articles. I don't necessarily want to get paid by them. I just want to give them some sort of perspective from the actual BioShock community as well. So if we can do that, by all means, let's try it. But if not, it is completely okay. Without any further ado, let's hop into today's article. BioShock 4 has its work cut out to top Infinite's Songbird. BioShock Infinite provides one of the most tense and unsettling villains in the series, and BioShock 4 has a lot of ground to cover to exceed it. Now, I'm going to slightly disagree with the title of the article. Nothing with the author or anything like that. I just don't think that Songbird was the main focus of BioShock Infinite in terms of villains, if you want to call them that. It would have been awesome if BioShock Infinite had Songbird as its final boss. Then I would have said yes completely, because that would have been an excellent end to the game in terms of the actual boss fight. But alas, we did not get to fight Songbird, so what could have been? And even though Songbird is an awesome character, I wouldn't necessarily put Songbird as one of the most tense and unsettling villains in the series, if that makes sense to you guys. Now let's dive further into the article here. The weight of expectation can be hard to overcome, and there are plenty of examples of games that didn't live up to the hype after promotional footage set the standard too high. BioShock Infinite E3. Ooh, sorry. Got a cough. Anyways, BioShock 4 is in the unique situation of having skyrocketing anticipation despite not yet receiving anything other than the confirmation of its existence at a new studio, Cloud Chamber. It's the fourth entry in the beloved series, and since the third game released 10 years ago, which is still crazy to think about, it has not been on the spotlight for some time. Add to this the recent reveal of Ken Levine and Ghost Story Games' Judas, and BioShock is firmly on the back foot. Hopefully we get to hear something about it this year, but we've been saying that since 2019 now. Little is known about BioShock 4 past a few rumors, but whatever it becomes will undoubtedly be compared to what came before, and that's just natural. And it's also going to have to compete with the original BioShock as well. So it's basically competing against itself twice, but anyways, that's going to be a different video for a different day. BioShock Infinite dared to do something different, and with its sky-high setting came new enemies to confront. The aptly named Songbird is one such example, proving to be a thoroughly terrifying adversary for Booker DeWitt to overcome in his bid to, quote, bring us the girl and wipe away the debt. Again, if we got to fight Songbird, I would have 100% agreed with that statement. However, I feel that Songbird was just a background character until the very end of the game. The fourth game has to find a way to match its epic scale and genuinely frightening presence, delivering something of equal quality. And with that, I will agree. If we have to fight something like Songbird, that is going to be absolutely insane to fight something that's at least 50 to 100 feet tall. And you're a human, so I mean, it's going to be pretty badass either way. Hopefully Cloud Chamber can pull that off. Songbird's place in BioShock Infinite. Everything in BioShock is connected, and though Columbia is far away from Rapture geographically, it's very similar in tone and substance. Songbird is a creation of Fink Manufacturing and is based on designs lifted or stolen from Big Daddy's and Dr. Suchong that were discovered through its hair. If you guys are interested and want to see more in-depth videos about that, I did a collaboration with Roanoke Gaming. I'll put both of those videos down in the description below. But if you want to go check out the video on his channel, I'll leave a card at the top right-hand corner of the screen. It should be popping up right about now. Songbird is to Elizabeth what Big Daddies are to little sisters, acting as a guardian or protector of sorts that can be incredibly vicious and volatile when antagonized. That is 100% true. Songbird is a fusion of human and machine parts, and we still don't know who is that human part of Songbird. Is it an alternate version of Booker? Is it an alternate version of Booker's wife? We may never know. But the cloud surrounding setting of BioShock Infinite and Columbia means wings made more sense for it to get around. Songbird is intertwined with Elizabeth's existence in the city, and as Booker muscles his way into the story, the pair have a few memorable encounters. Despite being a singularly focused and irrational being, Songbird's end in the waters that surround Rapture is rather emotional, and again, that I can agree with. It was actually quite sad. It adds to the depth of the story as a whole, and further clouds the narrative surrounding who's good or bad in the story. And that is going to be completely up to you, the viewer who obviously plays BioShock Infinite. Do you think Booker's good? Do you think Elizabeth's good? Do you think Songbird's bad? Songbird's good. It is totally from your perspective, and I'd like to know, what do you think? And finally, BioShock 4 has a mountain as tall as Columbia to climb. I like that. That's a very clever title. Little is known about BioShock 4, but there are certain criteria it has to hit in order to feel like a true next entry in the long-standing and beloved series. An emphasis on environmental storytelling is a must, as is a menacing villain to make each move feel as though it's towards potential danger. Agreed. Songbird is similar to the Big Daddies in that it is big, scary, and highly protective of its charges. That adversity is an essential source of tension in BioShock, with Songbird's beady color-changing eyes and unbearable screeching making it very unpleasant for Booker to be around. And again, it would have added so much more to Songbird and BioShock Infinite as a whole if we were actually able to fight Songbird. I know that's going to sound like a broken record throughout this video, but that should have been the final boss, in my personal opinion. Even in moments like Elizabeth's introduction where Songbird isn't seen, his potential for destruction is evident, meaning escaping the tower is truly a tense experience. It's a wonderful introduction and reaffirms that BioShock doesn't have to show the full scale of a threat in order to make it feel justified. BioShock 4 has to keep up this trend, and while the Handymen more closely resemble the series' iconic Big Daddies, Songbird is a special addition to BioShock Infinite that sets a high bar for the fourth game to overcome. Now, I, again, will agree that if Songbird itself were an enemy in the game, that would have been a huge thing for Cloud Chamber to try and top. Now, if you want to say that the experience of Songbird is going to be hard to top, then I would fully agree there. But saying Songbird is a villain, even though you don't fight Songbird, is just a little off, if that makes any sense. At least to me, it just feels off. So yes, in scale and overall context, if they want to do something like Songbird, they're going to have to go bigger and better, hopefully. But in terms of the character, then they just have to try to top that. And it's going to be relatively hard, but I do have faith in Cloud Chamber, and I just want to see what they can do. Well, ladies, gentlemen, and everybody else watching, again, the article will be down in the description below if you would like to check it out for yourself. With that being said, thank you all so very much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed and want to see more BioShock content in the future, would you kindly hit that subscribe button? We are on the road to 50,000 subscribers and we're just clawing our way there inch by inch. So thank you for the support. Also, would you kindly hit that like button and hit the bell and hit all post notifications? That way you never miss a future video or a future live stream. If you'd like to talk to me outside of YouTube or check out my Discord server, which I would highly appreciate you joining and we'd love to have you there, or my second channel, the links to those will be down in the description below. Once again, thank you all so very much for watching today's video. Take care, stay safe, and I will talk to you all very, very soon. Bye-bye, guys.